Hey guys, I just wanted to chat with you a little bit about a lot of the content that I'm sharing right now, and I will be this spring and through the summer. A lot of it is really based in my original foundational understanding and my original training and working with canines was mostly all revolved around compulsion training. Marker training, we're speaking of in the mid to latter 80s and then through the 90s. Marker training was not that widespread, or at least I didn't really understand it or know that much about it, and I don't think a lot of guys around me did at the time. So the bulk of the training that we were doing at the time when I really started and got into working with the higher drive dogs was mostly based in compulsion. And it's just really due to the fact that marker training had not become that widespread and was not that popular at the time. So a lot of the things that I do are actually rooted in the past, and they're born out of an understanding that I gained through using compulsion in the training, and I think that's missing a lot in modern training. Of course, understanding of behavior and how to modify that behavior using markers and various other means of positive reinforcement and so on and so forth have really given us a lot more insight into how we can modify behavior. Now, thankfully, a lot of the old heavy-handed methods that were more popular back then have kind of given way to the more modern way of training, and thankfully so, as it should be. But I think that there is certainly a nod that we should give to the past in understanding all the concepts that are involved in compulsion training. And one of the primary ones that I find in the bulk of my work that has hung in there, through the years, that's based in compulsion is the sense of duty in the training. I'm going to be sharing quite a bit of that as we move forward in some of the lessons, but that sense of duty is missing in so many dogs. And what I'm referencing when I say duty is that simply, and to put it simply, you have to do it no matter what. You have to come no matter what. You have to down no matter what. You have to stay no matter what. I think a lot of times a dog never gets to the point of being at a state of duty or at a state of ready, as we would consider it, just simply because the trainer or the owner, the handler, etc., just simply doesn't have the constitution, we'll say, in order to force the dog to do it. Excuse me. This forcing of the dog to do it does not have to be painful. It does not have to create fear, reverting back to the old ways. So suffice it to say, going forward this spring and summer, I hope you'll join me, because I'm going to be sharing a lot of the insights that I gained early on in my training career, whenever training was really revolved around compulsion and how we could use compulsion to get better results, to get faster results, to get better duty in the training. Again, a lot of the old heavy-handed things that many people associate compulsion with have been dispensed with, and certainly here. I'm not a posse-only trainer. I don't know that even exists in the real world, but I do understand dog behavior, and I understand that the most efficient and the fastest way in order for us to alter that behavior really lies in a simple concept that we all know: we can attract a whole lot more flies with honey than we can with vinegar. That applies in dog training as well. In fact, it's a superlative in dog training, and if it's not there, you find yourself just doing the same things on a treadmill over and over and over. So we certainly want to pay attention to that when we're doing it. But again, the sense of duty I'm going to focus on in the upcoming lessons. I'll be including some ways that you can achieve this duty in your dog, and without the usual approach. We're going to use a little different approach. Again, that's based in my early learning of compulsion training, and we're going to be using a prong collar and a leash. I'm also covering how I introduce the dog to the prong collar, the leash. I also am sharing with you how, or some of the ways that we can teach the dog leash pressure, and how we can keep the dog in the pocket using leash pressure. We're working through all these things, so I hope you guys will join me. I really appreciate you being a part of the community here. If you haven't joined my coffee channel, please do that, man. Join up. It's free to join. You don't have to pay anything. I'm sharing a lot of the things we do. The more in-depth series and the more in-depth training, of course, I would ask that you join. I offer 3 different tiers that you can join with 3 different price points. They're priced according to anybody's budget. These help me to continue to present this and share this kind of training with you guys. I do spend a considerable amount of time producing the videos and then editing them and the whole 9 yards. I do it all myself. So any support that you're able to provide for us, we're definitely appreciative of every single one of you. Thank you so much, and I look forward to this spring and summer. We're going to be doing a lot of training for you guys that are in the upper tiers of my coffee channel. We're going to be doing a lot of bite work. We're going to be doing a lot of drive building and working with decoys and etc. etc. Those will only be in the upper tiers of the coffee channel. I hope to see you guys there. We're going to be banging it out pretty good with some cool protection dogs. So anyways, again, thank you guys. I'll be seeing you this spring and summer. I'm going to be presenting plenty of material. Be sure to jump in and be a part of the community. Ask questions, comment, share your own videos. I'll be happy to give you one-on-one consult if you're in one of the paid tiers here at the coffee channel. I appreciate it, and I'll see you again in the next training session.